Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Through the Tables. We have something different for you today with the Premier League starting this week. We just thought we'd get a few friends on just to talk about our teams and the upcoming season ahead. So I've got myself, Jack. Do you want to do a little intro?
Yeah, I'm representing Spurs today for my sins. Hopefully, not another 17th place finish. But yeah, looking forward to having a chat about football.
Because obviously I'm supporting Arsenal. Ayden, who are you supporting or representing?
I'm Aston Villa till I die. So, listen, I've been here. I've grown up. I grew up in London, supporting a Birmingham club. So, yeah, it's been a long journey. But you know this as well, Raven. But I mean, yeah, it's good to be able to sit at the table. As they say.
Nice, nice. And Aaron, who you supporting? Who you representing?
Listen, the real team in red, Man United. No, no connection, no connection. Grew up in Luton, but gotta love them Reds, mate.
Okay, fair enough. So Aaron's actually he tried to buy my oldest son when he was born a Man United top.
I didn't
Do you remember?
try.
You did. No, he did actually. He bought him
I
a
did.
few. He bought him a few Man United tops,
Did it
and
get
I
to
was
him?
just yeah.
Yeah.
And his mum put it on him, and I was like, what's going on here? But in the end, he's back to Arsenal now, which is good.
Listen, I delivered them straight to his mum's house. And then also, so me and Raeh used to play FIFA and look after his oldest son. And I always used to be Man United. And I always, listen, I'm a serious FIFA player at that game. So I always used to be winning. And then his youngest son I remember he used to rate Rooney. Rooney used to love Rooney when we were playing FIFA. I was trying to indoctrinate him from FIFA. It didn't work, but it is what it is.
Fair enough. But before we get into it, how's everyone's week's been? Jack, what's your week saying so far?
Yeah, it's been good. I don't want to deviate the conversation too much, but just been busy on content front for the football app that we do. And then I had my cousin's wedding yesterday, which was good. It's good fun. But yeah, busy, mate. But other than that, yeah, pretty good.
I was texting Jack yesterday, and he was actually at a wedding, and I thought he was at work. So yeah, my bad for that. My bad. Ayden, what's your week saying so far?
Yeah, it's been alright. Pretty much just working out if I can. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things for myself. I have been on a bit of a movie run recently. Like I've gone cinema like past couple weeks. I've watched what's it called? Spider-Man, the new one. I watched The Odyssey, heavy film. I recommend it.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much it really.
Okay,
And it's obviously
good.
been really hot, so yeah, I've just been melting.
Yeah, the weather's been up and down. Like, I think we've got a bit of rain today, but we don't want to talk about rain. We don't want to talk about the weather on the pod. That's one rule. We never talk about the weather. And as Aaron, how's your week been so far?
Been all right, to be honest. Yeah, I can't complain. I'm actually ready for the season to start. I can't lie. This pod is necessary, man. The last few weeks, like the gap between like the World Cup and the season, it's been too much. I've been football starved, so I'm ready. But no, I'm cool. It's been a calm week, relatively calm week at work. So all good.
Okay, let's get into it. I want to ease everyone in by getting everyone's like reasons for why they support the football team that they support. Like for me personally, I support Arsenal, and the reason I support Arsenal, I think it's just Thierry Henry, just how he was kicking ball back then, and Arsenal in general. I think there was a lot of black players back then when I started watching them, and I thought, yeah, this is a team that I like, and just how they pass the ball. Arsene Wenger got them really kicking the ball really well. The football they played as well, because my dad actually supports Leeds, but no, it was always Arsenal for me, mainly because of Thierry Henry.
And Denilson.
Denilson?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Jack, why do you support Tottenham, mate?
I literally just followed my dad. My dad used to go to Spurs when he was younger. I used to go with his uncle. So, yeah, probably before I even knew it, I was in Tottenham. Me and my brother were in Tottenham Tots when we were little kids. And that's it really, mate. Just kind of followed my dad.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that, to be fair. Your brother supports them as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's just a family thing. Just be your own man. Be your own man, bruv. Aaron, why do you support Man United? Or Ayden? Ayden, why do you support Villa?
Why do I support Aston Villa? I mean, I supported
Yeah.
them when I was 7. I remember. I don't know what match I was watching, but it was just Martin Larson putting a header in, and I always wanted to support a team that I had an actual affinity to, that wasn't just based on my environment. Long story short, though, yeah, my dad, he supports Aston Villa. Yeah, but it's
Get to
really
the point,
and truly,
mate. Get to the point, mate.
half my family are from Birmingham. I was up there all the time, and yeah, I wanted to be more in that a community that felt closer to myself. Even though I lived in London and all my friends supported obviously the top 4 teams, it was I don't know, everything Aston Villa did just meant a lot more to me. So yeah, I'm happy with the decision I made.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We've lost Aaron. Maybe his connection, but he'll come back in a minute, which is fine. Right, let's get into it. What are you saying for the season ahead, Jack? You've made a few signings.
We spent a lot of money, but we've also sold really well. I think that's one thing I'm really pleased with this season. We've got Lancashire, Phillips, Vuskovic. I think combined was 50 up to 20, up to 10. So what's that, like 80 million on players that have never played for the first team. So like, but that's just great business, isn't it? Like, so, and obviously we spent a lot on Tonali and Fernandez. Fernandez, I think, was like
80 mil. Was he 80 mil?
Yeah, 85 mil.
And
That
he's been
was a lot.
Well, 1 minute. Hasn't he been relegated twice?
He has. And to be honest, I haven't really watched him loads before that, but I've watched him pre-season. Mate, he's a player.
Okay.
He's got like range of pass on him. He's a proper player. So I reckon we haven't got Europe this season. So I'm going hopeful, but I think we could get top 6. All the other teams have got they've got some transitions going through, different management, different players. And yeah, I just think without Europe and we've got De Zerbi, I think we could get top 6. Outsider's choice, we'll see.
What does a good season look like to you, Jack?
I think if we get anywhere sort of like around 8th or something like that and above, I think that's a decent season coming from like the troubles we've had the last couple of years. I think now you can't really ask for much more than that, but we've spent big, right? So the expectation does go up a bit. So yeah, I think that'll be fair. I'm not expecting any sort of like wonders. I don't think it'll be any Champions League push or anything like that.
Okay. We'll see. Ayden, what about you? What are you saying for your season ahead?
Yeah, I mean, just going off what Jack said, yeah, it is ridiculous. I mean, I think the amount of money that you are just racking in, it is. I think you are selling the name that you've played for Spurs. I think that helps a lot. It's still a big name across the world. So yeah, regardless of how they finish in the season, they can still just get players gone for silly money. So that's just expected. For the season ahead for me and how I'm feeling is that what we're on. So I mean, for me, I'm very this is why I say today for me is a bit of a weird day, because I was feeling one way this morning, and then I'm it's a bit. I wouldn't say it's tainted, but I just need to recalibrate myself right now. But yeah, prior to the news, I was very excited for
What
the
news
season
though?
ahead.
What is the
mate?
news?
What news?
Some was it Kwanzaa? No, sorry, Konza. Sorry, Konza. He's apparently going to Arsenal.
It's not apparently, mate. It's not apparently.
It might
But
still be
why?
Kwanzaa. We don't know until we see them holding the shirt.
Nah, Fabrizio, he's
He's got
confirmed it,
things.
mate.
Fabrizio's got things wrong before. Listen, I don't want to talk about just he it's a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss, but we'll see. But regardless of that, I'd going in too much into the ins and outs. I think everyone we replaced is not at that level of what we've lost, but they have the ceiling that I believe is higher, but the floor currently is lower. But the one thing that is consistent is Unai Emery, and I trust in Unai Emery because he manages players. He doesn't, and football is one big thing to him. It's not, oh, we need defenders or we need attackers. Whoever he brings in will do a job. John McGinn's played like 4 different positions for us. Morgan Rogers as well when he was with us as well. Ezri Konsa's going to you guys because Emery put him at right back, and Arteta's probably looking at it like, oh yeah, we can have 4 centre backs in the back 4. So, I mean, I get it. But yeah, even still, this season I'm very much looking forward to it. It's definitely a Europe charge.
I don't get it. I'll be honest. I don't get why Arsenal was signing him. Like, why?
We've got Mascara. To be fair,
You got Mascara. If
It's the
Konsa comes
philosophy.
in, surely Ben White leaves. Surely
behave
Ben
that
White
philosophy
leaves.
talk, mate. You think Ben White's going to go?
Has to. He's not going to get a game.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it because we've got Timber. No, I think it'll be all right. So, Ayden, for you think you're up charge then?
100%. Like, when have we not done it in the past couple of years? We've been losing players since Jack Grealish, and since Jack Grealish, we've been getting better. So I'm just looking at the data, and it's Unai Emery is the consistent thing, in my opinion. It's not really the players, and he's in my opinion, he's clocked football, and if you make it about the players, then the players are gonna decide the destiny of your football team. So yeah, I'm happy with, from the top down, just before the players. I'm happy with everything in regards
What
to
about
that.
if I see reports today that Watkins might be leaving though? What happens if Watkins goes? I mean, they haven't got many strikers, have they?
If Watkins goes, yeah, it depends on how much for, because one thing I want to say, and Raven, you can laugh, but at the end of the day, we've lost Ezri Konsa today. How much for? 50 million, 51 million. We have to also accept right now, in this transfer window, we've broken the record. Morgan Rogers, 100. That English player, we've done it again. You know, we're 2 of the top 3 English records, and also Ezri
That's the City
Konsa.
of fools.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Thank you, City. We're great at business. They're not, so we're just going to take advantage of those who are less capable. So, but either way, Ezri Konsa, he's 28 years old, and you paid £50 million for him. He is the highest ever defender in the world at that age to be sold to Arsenal. So thank you. I'm very much appreciate the business there. Good deal. But also, if we get rid of Ollie Watkins, going back to your question, Jack. We've got a 17-year-old in the name of Brian Madro. He's going to do bits.
17, you know.
He's going to do bits. Listen, either way, we're going to replace him with someone. I just trust in Emery. I mean, I heard we're looking at Jackson. And Jackson is the player who we wouldn't know who Jackson is if it wasn't for Unai Emery. So I personally have no problem bringing Jackson back into our club.
You still got Tammy though, innit? Tammy's still there, innit?
Yeah, Tammy's there.
You don't rate him.
I rated him
At
when we
one
was in the
stage,
championship.
fair. At one stage, he was doing it for you lot.
Yeah, in the championship now, he's scored one goal I think last season that got us 3 points. Like when it comes to strikers, I'm just like, how many points did you get us this season? And he got us 3. So whether he comes or goes, I think we will be able to make up for that difference.
Yeah,
What
and
Champions League
Manzambi
game?
is an amazing signing as well. He is an absolute baller.
Yeah,
I think he could be a star for you boys.
Yeah, I mean we've replaced in a way that I think is balanced. Like I said, we haven't gone and got like marquee signings for. We haven't lost Morgan Rogers and got another Morgan Rogers. We've got Manzambi who can he can be better than what Morgan Rogers is, and people. Oh, I've had a lot of messages over the past couple of days, like, oh, what are Villa gonna do? Like, how are you feeling? You're losing all your players. Like, we had the oldest squad, like one of the oldest squads last season. We've gotten rid of all of our old guard. If I'm being honest with you, the Tielemans, the Dignes, the Konzas, Martinez, he might go as well. And we brought in the Suzukis, we brought in João Gomez, we brought in I can't remember who else, but we brought in Garnacho's. We'll see how he does. But one player who I don't want anyone, no one talks about this player for Aston Villa. Our best player is Boubacar Kamara. I'm just stating that now. He's our
Oh, you're
best
still on
player.
that. You're still on that.
He
When
is
he's
the best
fit, when he's
when
fit.
he's fit, and which is why I'm glad he can get injured if that means we can't sell him. I'd rather just have him for half a season because he is the best Aston Villa player out there, and I'm just going to say that. So until you get him, you're not going to see tears.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you for your.
You guys
Go
are
on,
in
Az.
Champions League this year, yeah? Are you cool with just like tanking that, just playing any guys in that if you secure Champions League football for next year? Like say that it better places you for that top 6 next year. This year.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'll have to be realistic. We're not looking to win the champs this season, innit? So yeah,
Obviously not win it,
I would.
but like
I
when
would.
you look up, do you want to roll up and just get thumped up?
We ain't getting topped up. Listen, we played PSG in the Super Cup final, or was it just a Super Cup game? And
Yeah.
they had 9 of the 11 starters in that Champions League final that beat another team. And
Relax.
and now that what's happened is they've brought those 9 of those 11 players to Aston Villa in a pre-season game where we've said, yo, we're gonna play some of our youngsters, give them a few legs, and we put on a 17-year-old, we put on an 18-year-old, and they held their own. We had more big chances than PSG, and we didn't have Martinez or Konza or Watkins. So I'm like I said, I watched that game, and we played PSG. That's our 3rd time now in the past couple of years. Like, we always give them a good game. So I use PSG as my litmus test for Aston Villa. We also played Bayern Munich as well. So these players, they're going into that. Our first game is Brighton. I think they'll be somewhat prepared, regardless of who we put out there. Like I said, in Unai, we trust.
Yes.
Az, what are you saying for your season, bro? What are you saying?
So if we had done this yesterday, listen, things weren't looking good, mate. I was not happy yesterday. I was chatting to someone at work, and I was actually I was just saying, bro, you signed 2 guys, Tielemans and Santos. Santos, I've seen play maybe once. Tielemans, a good player, but like, we've gone this whole summer basically in the bargain bucket. We wanted Fernandez, we wanted Tonali. Like, regardless of what they say, we did want them. We just didn't want them at that price that Tottenham were willing to pay, which fair enough. And I'm somewhat happy with the 2 players we got, but we just need more, mate. Last year we were playing 1 game a week. We got knocked out Carabao Cup in the 1st round or 2nd round, whichever. We got knocked out FA Cup, basically the same level. We had like 40 games last year. And at some point back end of the season, we're playing like once every 3 weeks, once every 4 weeks. We were barely even playing. So like how we finished last year is not, I don't really even use it for this year. we just need a lot. We need a much bigger squad. But like with the Belieber news, I like Belieber. Didn't really love how he played last year though, and kind of stunned. But you need an extra centre midfielder, you need an extra left back. Because if I see Shaw playing left back again, Shaw is finished, mate. Like he's finished. Like
How old
that
is
guy
he?
cannot sprint. It's not even
How
his
old-
age. Like, probably like 32, 33. Like,
Okay.
he cannot sprint. And yeah, we need left back, need an offset midfielder. And to be honest, I saw something the other day that we have the same back four that we had in 2022. Like we're going to line up with the same guys in 2026 because De Ligt's still injured. We're still going to have Maguire, Martinez, Shaw, and Dalot. I'm like, dude, they weren't good in 2024, 2022, and we're in 2026 and we're rolling them out again. So I don't know. I wasn't that optimistic. If you asked me yesterday, but if we sign Belieber, which hasn't gone through yet, so it's a big if, I'll be a little more optimistic. But as of now, I can just see this being a 6th, 7th, 8th season.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can just see it. I can see it. I've done it. I've
Everyone's
lived this
frozen.
life before, mate. I've seen this story. I've seen this story where every manager we get, we have a good season, we get to Champions League, we do all right. The next season, we don't. The next manager, the manager doesn't really get backed like that, and then we just kind of just peter off, and it all just goes tits up. Manager gets sacked, and we live the cycle again. So I can just I just kind of can see it. Part of it maybe I'm jaded. I don't know, but I
Do you
can just
reckon
see
you'll
it.
sign a left back?
There's talk of Lewis Hall, but I just can't imagine Newcastle are going to sell another player.
No, definitely not.
Like, like,
What
yeah,
about
yeah.
what about Lewis Skelly? I've seen some rumours of Lewis Skelly, but
No.
But he
I-
doesn't want to play left back, right? Isn't that his whole beef with Arsenal?
oh,
Like, he
I didn't
doesn't
know
want
that.
to play left back.
He wants midfield, isn't it? And that's where he started in the
Mm.
That's where
He's
he
a good
started
player.
in.
He's a really good player and difficult one, isn't it? Because you kind of like you're playing at one of the biggest teams in the world. Surely you wouldn't care wherever you play on the pitch. Like, it's one of those ones. You can't be too
No,
picky. Like you're playing in the Premier League.
I guess it's one of those things where if you see yourself as a centre midfielder, at some point you've got to make the move. Otherwise, you just get typecast as a left back. That's it. Like if you stay playing left back for Arsenal for the next couple of years, after a while you're just a left back. That's it. So I kind of can
Yeah.
see it, particularly if you can go to another club. But
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I doubt that's
Okay.
happening. To be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as thinks he's gonna finish 6th, 7th, or 8th. I was expecting more from you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I mean that's based.
I just
to be
think that
fair.
with Champions League, with the cups, I don't think our squad is big enough. I think that maybe, like I said, if we sign Belieber in our midfield, fair enough. I'm relatively happy with the midfield. But as present, we've essentially just replaced Casemiro and Agate with Tielemans and Santos. It's still just 2 for 2.
And also, as I just wanted to ask you, what is your opinion on Carrick? Because like this is how I see it. You're Manchester United, like Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United, Jose Mourinho, Manchester United. Like,
Don't,
I-
don't,
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
then-
Don't
then-
show us
Jose
Mourinho.
United.
is he not the manager of Real Madrid right now? Like, my thing is, we are like, why can't you just go for that manager that can do that job? Like, there are managers out there. You got Klopp out there. You've now got Pep out there. Why risk it on Michael Carrick? Like, those are the one of the things that I just don't. Well, I want to understand from your perspective as a United fan. Are you looking at Carrick in a hopeful way, or do you believe like this is the right appointment? Just in general, like this is the appointment you would have made.
So the thing with Carrick is that Carrick is basically Ole 2.0 in terms of they got the job as interim, and then they did so well as interim. Essentially, the board that couldn't afford the PR hit to then say, "Oh, we're gonna not give you the job." it's one of those things. Would he be my ideal choice? No, but like we were the best side in the second half of last season. So there was no metric where you could say you're not giving the job. That's the issue. The issue was he did too well that he kind of had to get given the job. And so it's one of those things where, do I think he is a top manager? No. But I did agree that you ultimately had to give him this job.
I get where you're coming from in terms of he's earned it. My position though is like he hasn't earned it. You Manchester United, like 6 months is not good enough. I need to see leagues. If I'm a United fan, like, I want to see like leagues. Like,
But another question is, if like who's available? Who was the alternative? Because
I
the
would have
alternative
got.
isn't like it's 2015 Pep or 2015 Klopp.
Yeah.
That sort of manager wasn't just like there. There was just like there's guys. There's Glasner, there's Iriola, there was those kind of guys. And it's one of those things. Well, are you certain that they're good either? If you're
I
going to
mean,
take a
yeah.
punt, if you're going to take a punt, you may as well take a punt on the guy who at least has taken you from being I don't know we finished 15th or 16th the season before, and then we weren't looking too hot first half of this season and took us to third and beat everyone. Like we put belt to arse to every single one of the top 6 teams that we played in the second half of the season.
Yeah,
We
true.
clipped them all. So like it's one of those things where, yeah, it is what it is.
Fair
I
enough. I
said,
appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's good to hear your opinion on the situation. So
yeah.
fair enough.
Ideally, I would not have given him the job, but I also appreciate that he kind of had to.
I think if he
And
doesn't have like a decent season, if there is a change of the guard at Man United this season, it's going to either be Eddie Howe because he's out of a job,
I was going to say that.
or they'll go for, you're not going to like this, they'll go for Unai Emery, take him
You
away
think?
from Villa. He's
I
a good
could see
manager,
it.
mate. He wins cups.
Listen, Real Madrid went for Unai Emery and he said no. So, and then they got Jose Mourinho. I don't think.
Wasn't it Klopp? I thought they wanted Klopp, and Klopp also said no, right?
Klopp's in Germany. He wanted Germany though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why he said no. But
And then I was going to say Zidane, but Zidane's is that confirmed that he's at France now? Is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zidane is only ever going to manage either Real Madrid or France. Like
Fair.
he has no intention of managing any other club, any other team.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough.
What about you, Ray? We've not asked you.
Yeah. So you know what? I was. You guys are gonna laugh at me. Like a good season for me. I really want us to win the FA Cup. You know, I really want us to win the FA Cup. Like it's
You
my
just have
favorite.
high aspirations.
I
man.
know.
We've given you that already. Like,
So I love the FA Cup because it's so close to my birthday. It's just that the time of the year. It's just a good time. But everyone is going on about we've never retained our Premier League since like the 70s or whenever like that. So I think a good season would be us retaining that. And then probably Champions League. We've got the squad to actually compete, but last year was our best time to win it, man. We were just, I don't know. So we've signed Zolis, literally copy and paste from Trossard. He's hit the ground running and he's been really good. Bruno Guimaraes, come on, like I did not expect that at all. That's a massive signing for us. Did we need him? I don't know, because midfield is quite competitive already. You could say he's an upgrade on Zubimendi because he was just slacking towards the second half of the season. But no, I was a bit like, okay, what we saying this season? But when I watched the Man City game, I was like, and I know you guys are gonna be, they didn't have Rodri and blah blah blah. They still had a fairly good side, and we thumped them up, man. Yeah, is he gone now? Is he gone? Is he? Where's he gone to?
He's gone. Barca.
Fair enough. So I'm really worried. No, I'm not worried, but I don't think Man City are saying anything this season. You know, I honestly don't.
I think you guys
don't win it.
I think you guys are going to walk the league. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't see City being that good. Neither Liverpool, and Chelsea's the only one that maybe. But even then, I can see you guys walking it.
Well,
I think that will be like one of the biggest failures if Arsenal don't retain the
Oh,
lead.
here we go. Here we go.
Like, it's open.
I
No
think they
Pep.
should. Yeah,
Go on, Ayden.
I would say I think they should, but I don't think they will because it's not. It is way harder than Man City made it look. In my opinion, did Liverpool? Did they get it back to back? I'm sure they didn't. They got Premier League and then they
No.
got Champions League. Yeah. So
Oh,
like,
yeah. They did that. They did that.
and even with Liverpool, like last season, the season that you won, like that was meant to be Liverpool's Premier League, and they
No.
were nowhere near it. Now it's a case of Arsenal are going to retain it, but who's to say that Liverpool weren't like building up from the bad for all their bad performances to now come back and I don't know just flip it around. So in my opinion, I think also a big thing is the gap is a lot smaller this season because Spurs and Chelsea have strengthened. Like they as a squad, they've strengthened, they haven't weakened. So the points that you may have gotten off them, I don't think you will get those points off of them as easily this season. And also I think that would then make the gap at the top. Whoever gets the top place, I don't think you're going to run away with it because I think there's teams now that are more capable to take points off of Arsenal. You guys haven't really, like you said, you guys haven't really improved when Spurs have spent 100 million. I've just seen that they're looking at Marmoush and Savinho as well.
I saw that.
I mean, Chelsea, they're going to have probably like one of the most fluid attacks, in my opinion. So it isn't going to be very as plain sailing as I think everyone thinks it will be. I'm also going to say my team, Aston Villa, like we're going to take points off of Arsenal as well. So
No, you're not. No, you're not.
we've done it
No, you're
last
not.
season. We do it season on season. So I just think that it's a case where if Arsenal don't come out the blocks winning, and it's you have to play catch up, it's going to be a lot harder to play catch up this season, in my opinion.
The thing is, why I think Arsenal will walk it is mostly because I think Arsenal are strong enough that essentially to win the league, really and truly, you don't actually need to beat your peers. Like you don't need to beat your peers to win the league. You just need to beat all the teams in the bottom half and kind of the bottom of the top half. So if you beat every team from 10th downwards, home and away, you're already most of the way to winning the league. And I think Arsenal are strong enough to deal with most of those teams. Plus, I don't think any of the other teams are strong enough to do that. I think Chelsea will continue to drop stupid points. I think Liverpool will drop stupid points. I think City will drop stupid points. And I just think Arsenal will just keep chipping teams 1-0 and 2-0. And then it'll just, as next thing you know, the gap's 10 points. And you're like, oh.
I agree.
Aaron, I hear you.
Set
So,
pieces.
but Jack, don't start with that. Putting all the pressure on us, like it's Arsenal's to lose, and
It is
will
though.
be.
That's
It is
all we have.
Arsenal's to lose.
That's
all we have.
crazy.
It is Arsenal's to lose. Come on, it is.
We've recruited well, and I think seeing how we played against Man City, it gave me a bit of confidence. Like, wow, is this what Man City's got? Like, Haaland didn't have a sniff, and that was no Saliba. Everyone, like some of my friends, they're not rating Mascara, but I think he's all right. And now we're gonna get Konsa. Jeez, like, no, I think we can do.
You're going to defend your
I
way
think
to
we
the
can
title.
do Prem. Yeah, I think we can. But let's quickly move on. Who do you think is the first manager to get sacked? I was gonna say Carrick at Christmas.
It won't be Carrick. Carrick isn't get. Listen, you have to. Ineos already have egg on their face with the whole Amarim nonsense. They're going to want to give Carrick every chance. They will hold on to the bitter end, mate. They didn't even want to sack Amarim until he threw his toys out of the pram, and he finished like 16th.
Fair.
So
Fair.
no, it won't be Carrick. Yeah.
Who do you think then, Aaron?
a lot of teams have new managers. That's the thing. So I don't
Yeah.
think any of the top teams, any of the top 6, they've all got new managers, unless De Zerbi completely loses the plot. But I doubt he will do it so soon.
Mm.
I would have said Eddie Howe, but he quit. So um, the thing, I can't think of.
I still think Carrick, but then again,
I think who would be. Let me look to see.
what about you, Jack? Who do you think would go first?
I could see. I don't even know his name, but the Crystal Palace manager, the one who's
A new one.
recently just joined. Yeah,
Mm.
he was at Lens last season. I just think Premier League it's a different beast, isn't it? And if they get off to a bad start, you just know they're going to try and change. And like we've already mentioned, I think a lot of the chairmen are going to be aware Eddie Howe is available. So if we don't start well, can we try and convince Eddie Howe to come to our club? Is the thing that a lot of Premier League teams are going to be thinking. So yeah, I just think one of those sort of teams, like Aaron says, a lot of teams got new managers. You just don't know.
Everton, maybe.
Who's that? Sorry, Aaron?
Everton, maybe.
David
Who's
Moyes.
their
Moyes.
manager?
Moyes.
Oh, Moyes. Fair.
I think
Fair.
Lampard. I don't think he
Ooh,
I
he's
don't
at
think he
Coventry,
cuts
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah, I don't think he ever cuts it in the Premier League. Like, it just never works for him. Like, Championship, yeah, but Premier League, like, his football knowledge, I just don't ever see it in any team that he's playing with. So, I
Okay.
mean, at least with
He's-
Arteta, you can see, you know what I'm saying, he's doing the defensive thing, like, and the reason why you said earlier Solis comes in, he's hit the ground running, is because everyone in that Arsenal team knows exactly what they're gonna do, and it's not he doesn't really put it on any player to go and show their personality. So maybe he's just got a set of players that are happy with being told what to do and not looking like you're having fun or having as much fun, or maybe they're having the time of their life. We don't know. But with a team that I don't with Lampard, I just don't ever see in him like implementing any Lampard way. I haven't seen it yet, and he's been managing for a few years now.
That's the one thing I don't like about Arteta. I don't feel like he ever really lets the players like express themselves. He's very micromanager.
He
Like
signed Eze.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's just my thing anyway. I don't think Arteta wants the players to express themselves. He's drilled defense into them, but if he's getting
That's how
results,
you win the league these days.
Yeah, it's true.
I think those sort of managers are how you win the league now. I think the game's changed. Like, the managers control every aspect of what players are doing. They're basically treating them like it's FIFA. Like, just putting them like they control everything. And I think back to winning the league, essentially you just need to beat all the teams you should beat, home and away. I think that's the best way of doing it, because obviously there's a lot more variables in allowing players to express themselves, because if you allow a player to express himself, he does something stupid and messes up, or he gives the ball away, or in a dumb position and now you've got a counter, or he does, like, loads of things can go wrong that way. Whereas if you have a specific system that everyone just does all the time, it's a lot easier to replicate that game in, game out, home and away, versus each team. And I think you just end up getting similar results each way. That's why you guys you'll watch Arsenal versus Palace, or Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, and the game will essentially look the same. Each game will look the same. You'll do the exact same things, and you'll probably win 1-0. You'll score a goal from a set piece, bundling the goalkeeper. And then after that, once it goes 1-0, everyone goes, like, they're not even going to try to really commit that many minutes forward now. But, like, that's what I mean. I just think that's the way the game is now, man. The days of players just expressing themselves are done.
Maybe.
I think at Chelsea, Alonso will be similar as well. That's why it didn't work at Real Madrid. I mean, there's certain clubs that are fighting the good fight. Like Real Madrid, those guys still think it's 1999, mate. Those guys still think it's Galactico era. They still think they just do whatever they want. And they win Champions League, so it works in some instances, but then everyone else is kind of moving towards this systems approach. Like I said, these managers are nerds now, man.
This is
Fair.
why they say football won though when PSG beat Arsenal in the Champions League, because those players, that PSG team, they all express themselves. Like they'll throw everyone forward and just rely on Patrick and Marquinhos at the back, and they did beat the Arteta system. So I don't think that way is dead. I just think you've got to have like a team of amazing players. I personally think Arteta is so happy that he didn't get Morgan Rogers and Vinny. I think he did. He had to
He
make
did
it
not want
look like
Vinny.
he didn't. I think he wanted it to look like, yo, we're going for the marquee signing just to keep the Arsenal fans happy, kind of thing. But he just wants vanilla. Do you know what I mean? Like he did not want all these spices and a Morgan Rogers run to lose the ball, and then you got to kind of scramble. He doesn't want that. So I think that was all just a show, because we're hearing Vinny Jr. and Morgan Rogers, but you've signed Konza. You know what I mean? Like it's just another centre back at the end of the day. So we have to see what this guy's actually showing us.
What is Arteta on? Is it by force that you guys have to buy defenders every year? You guys have tons of defenders. You keep buying more.
I know. It's so jarring, but
And no attackers. Like, you guys need a left winger, and all now.
Yeah,
I know, because
you haven't even got a striker. I still don't count Gyökeres. If you're still playing Havertz, yeah, against at Man City, I wanted to see who you played the striker. That would tell me. And you started Havertz as striker.
he does
in
his
2026.
thing. He does his thing.
But what I'm saying is, like, the same way I say to Arsenal, you need that manager. I mean, to United, you need that manager. I think Arsenal, like, you need that striker. Like that, if you get that striker, I'm now scared of Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I would still see Havertz up front and think, okay, like I'm not registering him as a striker, even though he scores goals. I'm still not registering him like, oh, this is Haaland now. Like our centre backs need to be on their A game, kind of thing. And again, though, I think Arteta is extremely happy with Gyökeres, because he's a striker, but he don't mind if you don't play him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a part of the system. But you have an actual striker, he's gonna be want to be in that team every game. He's gonna want to start in every game and scoring goals. It's gonna be about him, and I don't think that actually suits what Arteta wants. Even though I think that would complete your team.
I think we had to give him the season he had last season, and what was he top goal scorer for us? But
Yeah, 25,
he did his thing. He got us he got us the goals he needed. I think there was some talk of us maybe selling him on to Barca, or Barca might be interested, but I don't think we would cash in on him straight away. I think with Gabriel Jesus, I think I think Gabriel Jesus is going to be off. So yeah, we'll probably keep him for another season, and I don't mind him. I just wish he was a bit. His touch is like Lukaku's, man. Like I just wish he had a better touch.
Now put respect on Lukaku's name, please. Please. Lukaku.
I knew you were going to
scores goals, mate.
He eventually, yeah, he does.
Him, man.
He does. But just quickly, let's go to top four. Like I think my top four was it would be Arsenal, and then after that, I was actually gonna say United for second. Third, I was gonna go Chelsea. Fourth, I was gonna do. It was between Liverpool or Man City. That was mine, but I don't rate Maresca. Honestly, I just don't think he's the guy, and you'll see a massive fall off for City this year. So yeah, that's my
Who
top
have Liverpool
four.
signs this year?
They haven't really signed
Araujo.
anyone.
They signed Araujo and Victor Munoz. I think they're looking at Mbaye from PSG, but
like they've got Jeremy Jacquet in the centre back.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they signed a lot of players last year, so I guess it's part of it is bleeding those guys in as well. But
Aaron, what's your top four?
Yeah, I think Arsenal will win it. I think it's hard with everyone having new managers because I haven't actually seen what any of these teams look like. Chelsea second, then Liverpool third, fourth. Fourth, I think fourth to sixth and seventh will be tight. I think it'll be City will be in there. I think we'll be in there. I think Villa will be in there. And I think Tottenham will be in there as well. So I think I'm trying to pick one out of those three. Then I'll just go with City. Fine.
Okay. Ayden, what's your top four?
This
Villa,
is
Villa,
like
Villa,
if-
Villa.
I wish I listen. I'm gonna say the top four how it should go. Like this is how it should go. Arsenal should be first and ending that season first. Like you should. Second, I think it should be Chelsea. The reason being they have no Europe, and you've got a
Yeah.
whole array of players. Especially if you keep Fernandes, and you don't if you're not pushing for winning the Premier League, whilst you have no European football, and you're probably going to throw away the Carabao Cup. Like if he's smart, he will just focus on the Premier League this season because that should be their main priority. If they access their full potential, they should be challenging. I expect them to be challenging, like whoever is trying to go for that first spot. So I think, Chelsea will be second. Third place, I would put United again. The reason being because they are looking kind of solid. Especially, I was looking at them last season, like towards the end of last season. They are looking solid. Like Cunha, he's turning into that player, in my opinion. You got those actual veterans now at the club, where you got Fernandes. He's now just a Premier League veteran now. You've got Rashford back. So yeah, I think United will be third. I don't think they're at that place yet or just on a mindset thing. I don't think they're at a place to be winning titles yet. Fourth, I think I haven't even mentioned Maresca. I think I was going to say out of the lower teams, Lampard's going to get sacked. Out of the top teams, I think it's going to be Maresca that's going to get sacked. But I don't see him getting top four. I don't see him getting top four if that's my opinion. So fourth, I think. I think it's going to go to Villa, if I'm being honest with you guys. And the reason I'm saying this is because you have to look at the history. Like, we do get fourth. You know what I mean? Like, see, and I'm not gonna. You can laugh because I've heard, guys. I've seen this laugh year after year, and year after year we're in the Champions League. We're winning trophies. So I'm happy to get this at this point in time. We'll see at the end of the season. But what I will say is we've got a manager that knows how to play for Europe. He always prioritizes because Aaron, you asked me about, is he going to go all eggs in the basket? No, I think he always prioritizes Premier League. That's what he says. So top four will be the aim. And I don't see this season being any different. The players have always been changing, but the manager stays the same.
Fair enough. We'll see. Jack, what about you? What's your top four?
I think Arsenal will win it. I think Man United second, Man City third, and Liverpool fourth.
Wow, no Chelsea.
No, you know what? I know they got Lacroix at centre half, but they lost Cucurella, which I think is a big loss. Reece James is quite injury prone. I think when he plays, he's actually probably one of the best, if not the best, right back in the league. But I just don't think they've got great depth in defence, and I think that's just going to be their Achilles heel. They've got great players going forward, don't get me wrong. They've got some really good talent going forward, but just the defence, I just don't think it's as strong as some of the others.
Fair.
Fair. Mudryk is back as well. Is that how you pronounce it? Mudryk?
Mudryk.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mudryk.
don't think he'll play Ray. I wouldn't be surprised if they loan him out. 'Cause,
I don't think he's even making a squad, mate.
But
I don't think he's
Morgan and
getting a
Cole
squad
Palmer
number.
together,
Hmm?
I'm genuinely excited to see Morgan and Cole Palmer play together because they're best mates, and I know Morgan can win games on his own. So and Cole can win games on his own. So I'm genuinely curious. Like they're the team that I will be like excited to watch. I think.
It'll be interesting to see how Alonso like adapts to the Premier League. But okay, like for relegation, guys, I just said the people that are coming up, I just see them going down. To be fair, so the people that have come up is what Coventry,
Coventry,
Hull,
Ipswich.
Ipswich. I don't really see
And
them lighting it
Coventry-
up.
Coventry have spent some bread though. They spent some money. They've just spent like 100 million.
I know, but that's not always the way though. Like,
No, but
don't
it is a
know.
good. It's not always the way, obviously, but it's a good side. Like those clubs that come up and then don't spend any money, you just know they're going straight back down. Like Hull. Sorry to them. I think they're here for a good time, not a long time.
Fair.
I think one of Coventry and Ipswich will stay up. I think Coventry will stay up. I think Ipswich will go down simply because they got promoted with like McKenna was their manager.
Yes.
He then just left for some reason.
That was so random.
Yeah, now
That
they've got a
was
new
so
manager.
random.
I just think I don't know. I don't know anything about. I don't know. I think it'll be tough for them. I think Coventry will stay up, and then who will go down? I think Sunderland might go down.
You think?
I think
That's a shout.
Sunderland will be one of those teams that do well 1 year, and then the next year they just drop like a stone.
Well, Shaka was gonna go. Was it Chelsea at one point? I think Chelsea were in for Shaka, and he stayed. I think he's vital to them staying up. So I would be very. They finished what, 7th? I think.
Yeah,
I think they finished about 7th. So I'd be very surprised if they just go down. Jack, what
or
about you? Who
Leeds.
do
Leeds
Yeah,
are another
yeah.
one in that mix. But anyways, yeah, I could see Sunderland.
Jack, what about
Yeah,
you? Who's going
interesting.
down?
I think Newcastle could be an outside shout for getting relegated.
Ooh.
We've had so much change this season. I think it's really going to disrupt them, and they're kind of like Baltimore was a little bit off it last season. Obviously, it was his first year in the Premier League, but is he a striker? Is he a
No.
10? Like, they don't really know what he is. Then you've got Willa Sula, who I actually rate. I think is a decent player, but he's still young, and Young Wissa. So I just don't know. I think Newcastle could have a bit of a hangover from all of these sales this summer. And obviously, no Bruno there. It's a big thing.
Have they replaced the manager at Newcastle yet?
Yeah, they've got this
Yeah.
manager in. I think he was managing in the Saudi league.
Oh, no.
I don't know much about him, but I
Yeah.
think Eddie Howe definitely had like a really good group, a good like connection with the players there, right? And I don't know, I just think changing the guard, it could be a little bit difficult for them. They've got good
Yeah,
players, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, they got a German guy in, isn't it?
yeah, I don't know much
Yassel.
about him. I'm pretty sure he was
Neither do I.
coaching out in Saudi for a bit.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
They've
my
had a bad
outside shout, but I
pre-season.
think I agree. Like Hull are just destined for the grave.
Oh, poor Hull. Ayden, who do you think's going down?
Yeah, I'll just say the same 3 that came back up, if I'm being honest with you. The only shout I would say, and this is like just a thought, is I would say look at Crystal Palace, because they've got Europa League this season and they've lost Lacroix. And I heard that they might be losing Sarr as well. If they
Yeah,
lose
I saw
Lacroix
that.
and Sarr, then all they're going to be left with, in my opinion, is Adam Wharton. I rate Adam Wharton, but if you take Adam Wharton out of that team, or if he gets injured, then who's left? Kamada to carry Crystal Palace, and then having Europa League as well. Like this, to me, it's going to be really, really tough for them. Like I think over the years they've just had the gem players, and slowly they've just been losing those gems that they've had, to the point where they've just only got like one left, in my opinion. And if anything happens to him, then they're going to be in trouble this season. They've lost Glasner as well, so it's like it's there. I think it's this them and Newcastle are in a weird situation. The only reason I don't think Newcastle is because they don't have Europe, so they can focus on the Prem.
Okay. Good shout. Good shout. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Guys, that is it. It'll be very interesting. Obviously, Arsenal kick off by the time this recording probably comes out, depending on when Jack is going to drop it. We're playing first. We're playing Coventry first. And I honestly see that just being like 3-0, to be fair.
No. These promoted teams on opening day, these opening weeks, they come with a little bit something spicy.
Yeah,
because
they're ready.
we've got Hull as well.
Who you got first day?
Hull.
Hull.
Yeah.
Fair. Jack, who you got?
We got, I think it's Brentford away. Yeah, Brentford away, which is not
Okay.
easy. They've got a couple of players. Sharda always goes under the radar, but gets about 10 goals a season, and Huatara as well. I think he gets about 7 or 8 a season as well. So they've got a few players. I wouldn't be surprised if they go and beat us, to be honest.
And then Ayden, who you got?
Yeah, we got Brighton. Yeah.
Okay. Could be a good game.
Ray, on the Arsenal game,
Yeah.
I hope he's going to have a good season. Of course, I think there's a Ghanaian player that Coventry signed called Caleb Yarenki.
Right.
He's so good.
Where does he play? What position?
Central midfield. He played for Ghana in the World Cup. He actually scored in the World Cup as well. But he played for a team called FC Nordsjælland in Denmark. He's really good. Like, if he has a good season at Coventry, I can see him going to one of the top 4 teams.
No way.
Yeah, he's mustard. He's only 20 years old. So
Interesting.
it'd be interesting to see how he gets on this season.
Let's see. Well, before we go, I just want to get everyone's like through the tables of something that's annoyed them that they just want to put through the table. Jack, you got something to lead with?
Have I got something to put through the table? Someone told me today that I don't know ball. That didn't sit very nicely with me. I was basically debating with a Spurs fan who was like, Savinho, Marmoush are going to be great signings. I went, mate, they got a combination of 4 Premier League goals last season. What are you drinking? Like, we're going to be paying silly money for Man City rejects. Like, what if they're not good enough to get into Man City? Why are we going after them? I don't get it at all. So that's it. I'm putting that person who said I don't know ball through the table.
Okay. Fair enough. Ayden, what about you?
Yeah, it's just like in life in general, football related. Yeah.
Anything, mate. Anything.
I mean, football related. I'm just done with Twitter right now. I'm done with Fabrizio Romano. Ornstein's all right. Like, Ornstein's all right. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's trying to rattle any cages. I think he is just trying to do his job as a journalist. But yeah, Fabrizio, I'm kind of done with him, because what he's doing is he puts out comments that he doesn't need to. Like, Konza is pressing to leave. You know what I mean? Or Morgan Rogers wanted Chelsea from weeks ago. You know, like he didn't speak to Morgan. I know that for a fact. I know he didn't speak to Konza. So he's giving you Chinese whisper information, and it just creates a bad atmosphere in the fan base. I don't like it, especially like we just need good vibes around here still.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's it really.
Okay. Well, just on that note, before we go to Aaron, I don't like it when it's ain't my through the tables, but I don't like it when clubs or players and agents use Arsenal to get a better deal. It always seems to be Arsenal that they'll use just to negotiate a higher.
Well.
No, it's mainly
It's just
Arsenal.
your turn.
It's
It's
so
just
annoying.
your turn. That's it.
True. True. Az, what about you, mate? What's your through the tables?
My through the tables over the last, couple months has just been the weather chat. Like, just, my days at work, just everyone talking about, it's so hot out here, isn't it? Yes, it's hot. Oh, my days. Like, well done. And now it's more weather chat about, it's going to rain. It's like, yes, the weather chat has been driving me nuts at work.
Okay.
Going to the office, every person I speak to, some sort of weather chat. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
That is
fair
my
enough.
through the table.
Mine is I'm putting my youngest son through the tables. So my youngest son Josiah, it was swimming lessons again today, and we've been taking him swimming for the last couple of months, and honestly, like, he's the only one that thinks he's in a jacuzzi, and I'm paying monthly for this guy just to relax. He's just relaxing. His other brother Jaden is actually trying to swim, and you can see that he's trying, but Josiah, he's jumping up and down. He's having a jolly. So
I can just imagine it.
yes, my youngest son Josiah is going through the tables for just not taking his swimming lessons very seriously. But guys, that is it. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sure we'll get you on towards the end of the season just to see how our teams are getting on and if all of that we've said has come to fruition. But guys, thanks for coming, and thanks for listening, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Up the Villa.